And what is up, everyone? Well, now that you're officially on your summer break, I hope you're finding ways to stay relaxed and enjoying the downtime. So I recently had a couple of students sending across their personal statement from the initial. So it's quite clear to me that some of you are trying to remain productive and getting ahead and utilizing the time that you have, and that's good on you for doing that. We are creating content that is directly beneficial for you, and if you're new here to the channel, this channel has been created with that sole mission of helping you along your educational journey. So consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell as well. Now, I'm going to keep this short and succinct and straight to the point, as this video is aimed specifically at writing a personal statement following the lockdown and the pandemic that we're currently facing, and how by you mentioning a couple of points, and what I really mean by points here, I'm talking about these subtle elements that can transform your personal statement from one that's mediocre to one that's outstanding. Now, by doing this, you can give yourself an edge and a clear-cut advantage, as not too many people will be doing this, so that'll allow you to stick out from the rest of the crowd. By the way, if you're struggling getting started on your personal statement, then I would strongly suggest that you go and watch my video on how to write an epic personal statement, which there should be a link down below, as that video breaks down the personal statement into clear, distinct sections and tells you how to focus on different aspects instead of dealing with the whole statement as one lump of text. So 2020 has been a year like none other, and I know personally just how it has affected some of you out there. So look, in order to make this more favorable for you, if I was writing my personal statement this year, then without any hesitation, I'd be mentioning the relevance of the lockdown and using that to showcase how I personally dealt with it. This is likely to entice the reader on the other end, and it does a number of things, guys. Firstly, it's very relevant and contemporary because everyone has been through it. So we can all understand and relate to the difficulties of what we faced, and you see, that gets the reader immediately on your side from the get-go. There will be other applicants that would avoid mentioning this altogether, since to them it would be like a blip in the road, or the simple fact that they didn't get up to much, so they want to avoid mentioning anything about that. That's where you come in, and you can use it to your advantage by differentiating yourself from the rest of the pack and demonstrating your uniqueness and your ability to handle a tough situation. And even if you didn't get up too much, then we can still improvise on that, as there's still time to add something of relevance in this area. There are a number of things that you can make a reference to, like how you had to adapt your learning during this time, online classes, coping with stress, pressure, anxiety, or even doing some virtual work experience. Can you see how this is such a hot topic that you can add so much depth to in your statement? The point you want to be taking from this is how you turned this huge negative hurdle into something positive and unique. And that's not an easy thing to do. This will not only show the unis how much of a strong character you are, but that you are resilient and adaptive. These are traits that any top establishment, be it Oxford, Cambridge, Imperial, Durham, etc., would want in their prospective student. Now, moving on to the next point, and I think a lot of people either neglect this or just write so much that they fail to acknowledge it altogether. But once again, this won't be you. See, when closing off your personal statement, you want to be doing this on a really high, upbeat note. The reader here, having read it, should feel convinced that
you are the chosen one.
But what I want you to realize is that the personal statement, as much as it is about you, it most certainly is not a biography or a showpiece of what you've endlessly achieved. So don't be listing one accolade after another.
How you got a black belt at the age of 6 for knocking out your brother's teeth.
As noteworthy of an accomplishment as that is, you need to realize that this isn't about you displaying everything, but rather mentioning only the relevant things to your application. And this could also help those of you that are a little bit thin in that achievement area, as you can turn the whole personal statement around and demonstrate that you are on a personal journey towards striving. And here's the icing on the cake, guys, and save this until the very end. When wrapping up your statement, you want to be doing so by adding how you will be an asset to the organization, as in how will they benefit from having you on board with them. Now think about this, to every establishment you're applying to, you are regarded as an investment and they want to see you flourish in the future, so that when your name comes up, their name is being tagged right alongside yours, which ultimately makes them look good. So whatever journey you're embarking upon, let them know that they too will benefit from it. It's a mutual relationship and just makes everyone feel like they're getting a good deal. Well, I hope that you found this to be of some value. As always, anything you want to address, drop it in the comment section down below. Also, feel free to share this video around with those that you know can benefit from it. And on that note, my name is Amin and I will catch up with you another time.
Tryna put him in the worst mood. P1 cleaner than the church shoes. Really point to just to hurt them. All red lamps to tease them.